Let's go back to the beginning a little bit when kids are young, and explain how colostrum works in infants and why mothers only produce it for X amount of time.
Well, when a human baby is born, or any mammal for that matter is born, that's a physical process. The baby is born. It's not until the baby mammal receives the colostrum that signals to the baby that you have now been born through oral supplementation or oral feeding. By then taking the colostrum, that is now you're no longer in the protection of the mother's womb. You now have to fend for yourself and develop your own immune system. So colostrum is that signal, and those signals are triggered from the peptides. But also colostrum contains these other protective factors as well, like immunoglobulins and growth factors to help heal the gut. Now, in a human baby, it takes about 6 months for the gut to really heal. Now, if you look at it, the gut is porous in an infant as well. Why would you want to take cow colostrum, bovine IgGs, which are different than human IgGs, and you don't want that to go into the baby's body, causing an innate immune response? Well, if you take peptides, those peptides actually modulate a Th2 response anyway, an immune response anyway. What's important is that babies actually do receive colostrum from the mothers as soon as possible, because mothers only produce a small amount in the first day, and then the milk starts to come in day 2, day 3. And then the CDC does recommend that women do breastfeed at least for 6 months if possible, because and then after that you can probably start taking many of the immune formulas. But we just have to be a little bit careful with, you got to take the right formulas. If the mother is unable to breastfeed, they've got to take the right formulas depending on the age of the infant. Then usually after 6 months, the gut is sealed, and we don't really have any issues with of macromolecules going through the baby's gut. But it's so important to all mammals. I mean, not just in humans, but see how fast a baby calf or a baby gazelle gets up on their feet quickly. Why is that? Because they have to feed. And if they don't feed, if a gazelle or a baby elephant doesn't feed right away, it can't run with the herd. Mm-hmm. And the lions will attack it or whatever. I'm just making up stories.
No.
But it's important to take colostrum for every mammal. And why is it important for kids? Why do adults then take it? Well, our gut every day is subjected to new pathogens, new food preservatives, new irritant, new anti-inflammatory pills that we take, aspirins and whatnot, that cause ulcers, holes in our gut. Mm-hmm. Everything we eat, we're causing holes in our gut. GMO foods, for example, who knows what that's doing to the gut? And to simply help our gut through this new type of 2000 foods, we simply just have to. We can't stop it. We can't stop GMO. Mm-hmm. You can't stop new preservatives that are being used in the foods. You can't stop the antibiotics that we're getting accidentally through our water supply and through our foods. And how can you go to a restaurant and try to get food without MSG in it? Good luck. There's all this new stuff that's causing holes in our gut. So by simply taking a regular routine of 5 to 10 grams a day, if you can, of colostrum, that at least keeps your gut sealed. So I always recommend to doctors, and I'm lecturing today about it, at A4M, is it's important to heal the gut first. And the way to heal that is to take 5 to 10 grams a day, at least for 6 weeks. And the studies that we've done on rats, we've been able to see that scarred tissue is actually repairs quite well after 6-week treatment of 10 grams of humans per day for 6 weeks. Then you can start bringing in the probiotics, which are important. You don't really want to take probiotics if you've got leaky gut, because the probiotics themselves will leak into the body, causing an immune reaction. So my message is heal the gut. And a lot of doctors are picking up on that now and really understanding that that's an important concept. So it's important for adults to take it as well as kids to take it as well. Mm-hmm. So for that matter, I've been taking colostrum ever since I've been making it, 17, 18 years. I feel great. If you feel like you've got a cold or an allergy come on, you take more of it. It's about managing your health, because your immune system is a dynamic system. It's always responding to stimuli and pathogens and allergens in our environment. You know, whatever we eat, whatever we drink, whatever we breathe in, pathogens are attacking us. So our immune system is dynamic. So sometimes it gets confused. And we talked a lot about the autoimmune aspects, and there's a lot more autoimmune diseases these days than there were 10, 15 years ago. So you can't stop that just because it's part of our life now. We try to find non-GMO foods in the supermarket. It's very difficult. You know, try to find foods free of gluten. It's difficult, causing food allergies. So that's a Th2 response. Again, by taking the peptides and colostrum, you normalize the production of cytokines so you don't propagate Th2 cells from forming, which causes allergy symptoms. So everybody should be taking colostrum. The only people I sort of recommend that don't take colostrum are pregnant women, because in the first trimester, the pregnancy is a Th2 state anyway. So in order to form the fetus, the woman's body has to go into a disease state naturally to not reject the growing fetus or developing fetus for that, at least in the first trimester. But we always say, look, it's better if pregnant women just don't take it anyway. You know, I have had cases of people taking it in the second or third trimester, which is probably okay, but I recommend generally pregnant women don't take it. And as soon as they give birth, at that point they can start taking colostrum again. The only other case we don't have enough information and we haven't done a lot of studies on is people that have had organ transplants that are on immunosuppressive medication for a reason, and because obviously they don't want to reject the organ. So we recommend that they don't take colostrum as well, because they don't need to have a balanced immune system. They need to be in an immune suppressive state so that they don't reject the organ.